So yeah, guys, I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. I mean, it's alright, guys. So we are.
Shoulder from last year, lost a tough match in game 3. Lost on next gen. I actually want to be the first person to qualify on both, so at least I came and made some noise, and I believe this win stabilized me as like the best 2K player. I've been in the finals of the 2K League, been in the finals of the Olympics.
Coming to you tonight from the American Airlines and nothing. Good evening to you. What a resume, a tremendous competitor, David. Thank you. A moment here now to see the numbers for Malik Monk.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Johnson is out there with LeBron James. And there's Monk. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Reeves in at the small forward position. And for the Heat, Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And Robinson on the wing. He's joined by Butler. And it's Lowry in at the 1.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
Here's Reeves. Stolen by Tucker. First shot, first man. He's out of the blocks fast. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out, Greg, and competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done. And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And just so crafty around the hoop. Lowry probably 6 feet at best, but man, he can slip inside and score with the best of them.
That one falls.
Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Butler finds Tucker. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's LeBron, and the dunk by James.
Well, Westbrook keeping his options open on that possession, doesn't force the shot, and finds a man breaking free.
The pass to Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Reeves, and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
And a chance to look at some numbers for Malik Monk. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. Averaging about 16 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
And Greg, as we near the end of the regular season, some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and the lottery teams sometimes ready to call it a day.
Yeah, well, a lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games do count. I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, no good by the Lakers. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Heat. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Victor Oladipo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Tyler Hero in for Duncan Robinson. The Lakers also with the sub. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Johnson. And the Heat making a change here. Strus is checked in. Since the All-Star break, these guys have been on fire. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard. These are your second-half scoring leaders. LeBron James, #1.
He is making his mark in a big way and with big points. You love to see guys get better the later in the season we get.
Now here's Anthony. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jimmy Butler. And this is year 1 of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there going right through the contact.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in. And the former Kentucky Wildcat, Tyler Hero, he was picked 13th, Greg, in the 2019 draft. And he had an immediate impact.
And you feel a lot of teams didn't see how NBA ready Hero was. Underrated as a playmaker coming into the league. He's been a huge part of this team since his arrival.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful.
Yeah, good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
The Lakers trade. Here's Westbrook. They get the rebound. Howard. And the layup's good off the glass.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Here he goes. Bucket is good. Howard's got his second basket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Passes it to Carmelo. And stolen by Butler. A wide open look here for Oladipo. No good from outside. Los Angeles has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Horton Tucker. The pass to Anthony. Here's Horton Tucker. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul. Martin's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Lakers. So the Lakers call timeout, their first. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
And some changes here for the Lakers. James checked in for Ariza. And Ellington is subbed in for Talen Horton-Tucker.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Heat call time here. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated there.
Only 5 games left on the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is stacking up out west. You take a look at Los Angeles. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push.
And you know, for the Lakers, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And the Heat call time here.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for James. First in scoring, 15th in assists, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kyle Lowry.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Lakers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Here's Westbrook. Makes it off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Lowry passes to Strus. Offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Heat have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Free throw drops for Lowry.
And Lowry, the consummate floor general, his leadership on the court and in the locker room really brings this team together and makes them an effective unit.
And James throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
For Miami, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
The 2013 draft, Victor Oladipo out of Indiana becomes the 2nd overall pick. And he broke out in his first season with the Pacers. Nice to see him come back from this injury and start to make an impact.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Lakers ahead, up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway.
More delicate than defense. Defense, you can make mistakes.
Greg, I could listen to him talk basketball all day.
And he makes a valid point. You can't just hustle your way to great offense. It takes time and chemistry.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Trevor Ariza out there with Johnson. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Westbrook in at the point.
Unreal. But think Duncan Robinson went undrafted. A key part to this team's offense.
Well, there's credit to Duncan Robinson and him continuing to believe in his ability, which is otherworldly in shooting the basketball off the move. It's another to find systems that allow him to do that. So Duncan has made his way, and there are teams that have found a way to use him correctly to accentuate his otherworldly shooting ability.
Bradley drives in, and the rebound goes to Martin.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Oladipo dishes to Lowry. To the paint, and Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there, just finding the open man, and the guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
And slam dunk by Johnson.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on, he had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. That one good for 2. Now just a 1-point Miami lead.
Oh, LeBron right through the defense this time. Incredible at finishing off that one.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Robinson's got his second basket of the night. Bradley drives in. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Adebayo. Westbrook against Robinson, and Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Martin. Jimmy Butler comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Hero subbed in for Duncan Robinson. The Lakers also making some changes. Reeves is checked in. And Monks subbed in for Avery Bradley.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After their trip to the NBA Finals in 2020, the Miami Heat is looking to get back to that championship round. Jimmy Butler says, we know what we're capable of. We want to get back to the finals. We can get back there. I like our chances against anybody, honestly. Nobody intimidates us. Kevin?
What a great attitude. They've shown they can compete at the highest level, David. Thank you. The Heat making a switch here. Strus is checked in. And then for the Lakers, Howard's checked in for James. Anthony comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Last break, the Lakers. Here's Horton-Tucker. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Anthony. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Heat with the lead. Miami again turning it over. And every year we see, Greg, some incredible comebacks. What distinguishes in your mind those with the resilience to battle back?
I think it starts with a belief and desire. And the great ones truly hate to lose.
From 12 feet out, Reeves can't hit. For Miami. They've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
Howard misses, and there's the call on Howard. And that'll be his third foul so far. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls.
And for that Raptors game, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Now, one drops. He ties it up. Outside Butler. Adebayo against Howard. Now here's Adebayo. Defense right on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown. Miami no good on that time either. And Los Angeles guys shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively, so they take the lead. 6 points for Howard.
And Howard loves getting positioned down that deep, knowing he's a force in the paint.
Anthony right side. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Anthony's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers. And stolen by Howard. Fast break, here they come. Pushing it up. Here's Monk. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Lakers lead by 6.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
And that one drops for him. Tucker's got 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Reeves. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Earl on the wing. He's guarded by Howard. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on an 18-7 run. Low block shot. And it's Anthony getting it to go. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
There's no stopping Melo there. Too strong for any kind of defense. It's going to take a bit more than that.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on.
Kevin.
Stop dying.
Thanks.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the two